What if at this moment 1 year ago, we told the world a dream of ours? A dream to completely eradicate the shortage of hygiene access in our city. A dream to address a social problem while simultaneously benefiting the environment. Imagine families in our community with free access to a basic hygiene product.
Imagine waste diverted from the landfill and converted to a basic product that many of us take for granted.
Imagine the development of revenue sources that will allow the project to become independently sustainable and expand its reach to other communities.
Let's jump to today, where in the last 3 months, COVID-19 has turned our world upside down, introduced us to social distancing, and where every major COVID website lists washing your hands regularly as step one in your own personal protection protocol. When the project started over a year ago, we referenced the World Health Organization and Canadian health bodies, whose guidance says it is hand washing with soap that provides the greatest safety against viruses and infections. Without proper access to soap, Canadians are 45% more likely to catch the common cold or influenza and 20% more likely to develop intestinal problems. Since these individuals are at higher risk of infection, the risk of transmission throughout the community is also increased.
In the past year, Enactus Brandon has harnessed the power of social enterprise and innovation to empower, motivate, and help sustain our world. Today we're going to share our story of how an idea turned into a plan, how a plan turned into a product, how that product created an impact, and how that impact is going to compound. This is a story of Renew Hygienics, an enterprise dedicated to waste reduction, accessible hygiene, and empowerment within our community.
Every year, hotels in Canada discard 180 million gently used soap bars into landfills, resulting in over 20 million pounds of carbon emissions wasted. Yet, the World Health Organization reports that there are hundreds of millions of people worldwide who lack access to basic hygiene and hygiene products. In our home of Brandon, 24 of the 26 hotels also simply discard their gently used soap products, between 10 to 15,000 pounds of soap being thrown away every year. Yet, there are over 1,100 families in our own community who cannot afford these basic hygiene items. While organizations like the Food Bank attempt to provide these items, they often fall short due to their dependency on inconsistent public donations. Further, when supplies are low, recipients will have to choose whether they need soap or another necessity, such as toothpaste or toilet paper. Given all of these facts, we tasked ourselves with developing a sustainable social enterprise focused on reducing the waste associated with hotel stays by providing these items a meaningful second life and ensuring all 1,100 food bank dependents in Brandon receive a bar of soap every month.
For this enterprise to be sustainable, we needed to establish a truly unique business model. First is our supply chain. We established partnerships with 3 local hotels and several Airbnbs, looking for ways to lower their environmental footprint by donating their discarded soaps and shampoos. Meaning we are sourcing the bulk of our supply completely free, allowing us to keep our product costs down and focus our efforts on creating quality products by utilizing organic ingredients that you can recognize. In fact, in most of our bars, we incorporate an additional secondhand ingredient to further maintain our waste-conscious principles. Take our Pablo bar, for example. It uses secondhand coffee grounds sourced from community members who believe in our project and donate their K-cups. By using this quality ingredient, which has many skincare benefits, it allows us to recycle the plastic cup instead of the consumer sending it to the landfill. This helps reduce the product cost and expands our brand recognition by engaging community members.
Our nimble and scalable production process avoids big equipment and can be done in a small space. We needed a process that efficiently cleaned and sanitized the supply, but also broke it down for us to upcycle and rebrand the raw material into a bar that anyone would be happy to use. So, this is how the magic happens. The soap is taken through a full external cleanse. It is ground into fine pieces, then disinfected using heat and pressure. It is then melted down, quality organic ingredients are added, and finally it's remolded into our own brand new product. This is a zero waste production. For every pound of soap that goes into production, we get a pound out.
To meet our goal of eradicating the shortfall in access to quality hygiene product in our community, not once, but indefinitely, we recognized that we needed to generate revenue to pay our bills and scale production. Our 1-for-1 model, 1 bar of soap sold equals 1 bar donated, allows us to address the issues of social equity and sustainability. The bars cost between 50 cents and 82 cents to make, accounting for the donated bar. We sell the bars at renewhygienics.com for $5 per bar. With a profit margin averaging 85%, we have a lot of room for flexibility when it comes to introducing retailers and bulk distribution, all while being priced competitively against similar soap brands. All of this is done by a group of dedicated Enactus branded volunteers and one hired employee, from whom we also rent a basement production space. Here's what our employee Glenn has to say.
It's been good for me, both mentally and financially, and it's also created a little more stability in my life too, not having to worry about where the extra little money's coming from. It takes my mind off things too.
How do the bars smell?
Actually, they smell good. They do. They sure smell a lot better than the first ones we started making, I'll tell you that much.
So, this is what we do. But how far have we come in 1 year? Let's start here, the pillar of our business, our soap bar. This is what we first started with. It was a tangible good, and it provided value. But this is where it is now. Through numerous iterations, we have created a product that we are pleased to donate to those in need and proud to present to consumers and prospective retailers. With a quality product in hand, we've approached new markets and expanded our streams of revenue in 2 different ways, which are already creating cash flows.
First, we started taking on events when requested, such as the February Brandon Chamber Commerce Luncheon, where the sale of our 250 soap bars were featured in gift bags. This allowed us to showcase our soap bars to 250 potential customers and business sponsors. In true entrepreneurial fashion, we capitalized on this opportunity by highlighting our ability to customize our soap product to potential businesses by imprinting their logo in the soap instead of ours. This effort led to our second new stream of revenue. We landed 3 businesses as clients who were looking to align themselves with the social and environmental initiative. They now purchase custom branded soaps on an ongoing basis, which they give to their clients to show off their gratitude with a unique product that tells a story at an affordable price of $5.50 per bar. Since beginning sales efforts at the start of February, we have generated over $1,250 without accounting for our retail clients. And our biggest accomplishment, our scale and impact. Over the last year, we have diverted over 1,000 pounds of waste from the landfill and provided soap bars to over 1,000 local families who could not afford them. We did this all while providing an increase of 19% to Glenn's annual income.
So, where to now? What does the future look like? From day one, we've always said, we are not a soap company. We want to provide a whole line of hygiene and wellness products for consumers and those in need. With that, there are a number of improvements in store. Following a CBC radio interview last month, 2 local retailers have reached out asking if we would put our products in their store. We've officially come to terms, and we will be launching these partnerships on May 31st. These are the first of many for us. We are actively entertaining prospective retailers, and we plan to be in 5 different rural communities with products in 1 unique boutique shop in each. This will expand our sales and brand awareness while keeping shops incentivized to carry our product. Once COVID-19 restrictions are relaxed, we will roll out the Hotel Heroes program. This is a scalable revenue model where hotels make a small annual contribution and we provide them with marketing and promotional services, as well as collect their discarded soaps and shampoos. From featuring them on our social media and websites, to providing in-room tent cards and digital certificates, the hotel will be able to highlight their corporate social responsibility to their guests. For us, this means more established partnerships and a way to be paid to source our supply. In addition, scalability will be marked by our expanded effort to market ourselves. We've just begun tapping into free forms of online marketing using promotional giveaways on social media that encourage following and engagement. Further, we will begin tapping into local social media influencers who fit well with our brand.
We also need to establish formal shipping logistics. We are currently limited to shipping locally only, and that significantly impacts our sales. We are in discussion with local couriers and shipping companies to determine our best way of moving forward. Ideally, we would continue with our low waste by only using secondhand boxes to ship while expanding our sales potential. Through increased revenue and cash flow, we will expand on our business by hiring an additional employee and increasing production through the acquisition of new equipment. Our landlord, Glenn, has given us the go-ahead to expand and rent out additional space, which will allow us the room to add new ventures while keeping all production in-house. By the end of summer 2020, we expect to be producing 1,000 bars per month and have one more part-time worker. This year has not been without problems. COVID-19 has had an enormous impact on all of our lives and especially on the hotel industry. This pandemic has opened our eyes to our reliance on our main supply source. Since no one is staying in hotels right now, our supply is down and we are tapping into our reserve supply to keep up with business. Because of this, we recognize that it would be of benefit for us to establish ways for everyone in our community to be a part of this enterprise. We are setting up donation bins around our city where people can drop off their used soap and we can take care of the rest. This would ultimately mean less waste is ending up in the landfill, and we are increasing the sustainability of our supply chain and sharing our mission.
The future is bright for our products. We currently have 2 brand new soap bars awaiting a summertime market release, which incorporate the zest of various fruits for exfoliative properties and natural aromas. Renew Hygienics. Quality handcrafted soap for you, the environment, and someone in need.
But this isn't all we accomplished. Our team of just 28 members contributed over 2,900 hours and helped improve our immediate community with 3 additional projects. With the WISE project, we worked extensively with 95 new immigrants to improve their confidence and competence in the Canadian financial system through a series of interrelated workshops. With our Project Green Futures, our community gardens grew over 5,000 pounds of fresh produce for local income families, generating an economic impact of over $21,000. With our tax program, we filed over 85 tax returns for free for Brandon University students, amounting to over $100,000 in returns. This year, we identified problems and created innovative solutions to empower, motivate, and help sustain our world. We are Enactus Brandon.